This is how I made my submission for the LBX Off the Screen Film Study Art Challenge. 84 hours, 11 days, all recorded live on my Twitch channel. I chose this piece of artwork to study. I was so excited to be able to use this image as Witch Hat Atelier is my favorite anime this season. I streamed all 84 hours of the project. There are many elements to this piece, and each one required a great deal of concentration to replicate. Step 1. The gritty. First, we digitally added an overlay square grid on top of the reference image. Using 1 inch by 1 inch size squares, I scaled the grid to the correct sizing to match my frame. Using rulers and a pen, I made my own 1 inch by 1 inch grid to be able to match my drawing to the digital grid. Using the grid method, I was able to roughly block in the shapes and get my sizing rough completed. Step 2. Drawing. I ended up using tracing paper to create my initial drawing. This allowed me to see the grid I place underneath without worry that I'll erase the grid line. I used 2 pieces of tracing paper so I could draw the more intricate elements without interfering with the other elements. I had the hands and hats on one and Coco and the filigree on the other. My goal was to replicate the image as accurately as possible, so I spent a lot of time perfecting my initial drawing. Measure twice, cut once. The actual drawing ended up taking 55 hours to complete. Step 3. Ink. I was able to start inking on day 9. I used a light box to shine bright light through the tracing paper and onto Bristol paper. Since I knew that if I had hesitated during the inking, the lines would be shaky, I had to be confident and swift with my movements. I practiced on a sheet, especially for the face of Coco. Trying to get the line work smooth and exact to my drawing was a challenge. I took a lot of deep breaths during it. Step 4. Color. I reset my space and started color planning. Just like with ink, once the color's on the paper, it's on. The colors were a difficult challenge because it was sepia. It's all kinds of brown. It took a lot of time carefully mapping out what colors and color combinations I would use where. My approach to coloring was to use Copic markers for the main base and go over the top with colored pencil. Layering Copics creatively can render some beautiful colors, like this unexpected color combo I used for the right hat. After I was done with the Copics, I went in with colored pencils to touch up the colors I already laid, added soft line art like Coco's lapel, and rendered the background. The soft gradients in the background were made with a very light hand, building it up slowly with time. Pointing the pencil just so in order to get a thin enough line was rough. It was such a celebration when we finished together on stream. Everyone was so happy. I'm super proud of what I was able to accomplish, and I appreciate the opportunity to share my submission with all of you. Thank you to all that lurked, chatted, and financially supported me during this process. Although it was a ton of work, it was a lot of fun, and now I have a piece of artwork that fills me with joy.